Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast, your weekly gaming podcast. Episode number 313, and looking for some. Doubtful it will be for me, because this week I'm joined by RGT, latest Xbox achievement to my rank old PS trophy. RGT, before I ask you how it's going, just let people know we've got a bit of Xbox, bit of more great Ashishama news, because get behind a wave when it's crashing on the beach, as I say. As always, we've got a bit of Nintendo news. If you're into Elden Ring, guess what? Might be a bit of news about how you're going to take that game on the go. And over at PlayStation, the fans are up in uproar. RGT is all I can say. So stay tuned to the news section to find out what all that is about. In the meantime, you've sat patiently like a good little boy while I get the YouTube bit out the way that makes the YouTube AI go, do you know what? Actually, these guys know what they're on about. Without it, you're relegated to the bin. I never thought making videos could be so difficult. It was easy when I turned up wearing nothing but a thong and recorded audio. Now you make me get dressed. Yeah. A little bit bruised after OLL, mate. You all right?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm hanging in. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough ride.
Yeah.
So,
It was awkward during the console war segment where you said that the PS4 should be considered better than its contemporaries because it was backwards compatible with the PS2. Obviously, a bit of a bum steer from OG,
mm,
but it set the tone for, I would say, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you
but I
got.
don't. I think it was a bit unnecessary, the whole mob chasing me down Benedict Street. I mean, it wasn't that bad a thing to
I'll
say,
be
was it?
honest with you, mate. I lost touch with reality when I saw Jebs riding digital monkery like a tauntaun from Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah,
I missed
like a
that bit.
piggyback gone wrong, just belting down after you. I don't know whether it
Wow.
was to help or hinder,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, you were a hot topic Saturday.
Mm.
You
Wow.
okay?
I think so, yeah. I'm a bit bruised. Lost all my clothes. Lost a hotel and had to hitch my way all the way back to Suffolk. Um, but yeah, I found a sock, so that sort of covered the embarrassing areas, and off I plodded. So yeah, I got back this morning. So yeah,
Uh, I've just had an update. Apparently, when you went missing,
yeah,
Boba Loba appeared from out of nowhere
mm,
and rode DM like a tauntaun. And I said, no, God damn it, he's wore out. He'll be dead by the
mm,
first marker. Little
yeah,
bit Empire Strikes Back. Apparently, in a rainstorm, he cut his clothes open and climbed inside to keep warm.
oh my God,
Dragged you in there with him
I don't even remember any of that.
while he put the tent up.
Wow, yeah, I don't remember any of that. That was a trip.
I think that's why you woke up with no clothes. He's trying to get you in their version of a back to tank, which was basically a wheelie bin with the lid that had been open in the rain.
As you could probably hear from this, we're actually recording this before OLL. So if this has happened, I do apologise. um, but
How you
yeah,
been anyway? Now
been
you're
good.
out the bin. How you been?
Yeah, now I'm out of the bin. I've been well. Yeah,
Good.
yeah, we've all been busy, haven't we, behind the scenes getting ready for OLL. So
Well, you
obviously
have.
this is
Full
after.
props to you. Let me say it out now in public. OLL
Mm,
has been a resounding success thanks to you, because I just turned up wearing a hat backwards and made a complete laughing stock of myself.
mm,
You did the prep. Stage looked amazing. Little set, the table, DM, Badder, everyone involved made it look great.
hmm
Pop-up looks good.
hmm
Little TV game area that went down a storm.
Hopefully,
I still don't believe there's more than one skip in the game. I think it's a bit of an Easter egg. So I think it a bit strange that we use that because everyone's just going to get one. Everyone got one.
I hope not, because my scoreboard isn't that big. So
One, one,
We'll have to use
one,
the
one,
back and then
one, one,
down the
one.
table on the floor. One, 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 one. Then we'll just flip a coin 35
But I
times. Who
hear,
wins?
obviously, the community have had a bit of a head start, and one of our communities managed to get over one RGT. Tell me about that.
You feel? Will I check? Yes, I'm sure someone has.
Okay.
I might have been wrong with that, but I'm sure someone did. Which, to most of my astonishment, I think DM can get 10. I think.
Dear met real human, though, is he? He's kind of made up
No,
of
he's
like console parts, and he's got the reactions of a grass snake.
see. You can imagine who is top.
Tingle
That's,
tuner.
yes, with 27.
So he's hacked the game. Yakobi Oshimaruda. It was like, no, I'm going to Game Shark this.
Well,
I played that game many times. Got one.
yeah, I've only played the game once. I got one as well. So I tried two or three times. That's one.
So
But
what's happening?
well, we'll see. We'll see on the day. If anyone can get a higher score than one. Let's hope so. There'll be some Final Fantasy legends in there come in. Give me that controller. One, two, three, four, five, six, 140 beat that.
Oh,
So yeah, there'll be some.
well, I'm going to be on scene for what seems to be an apparent miracle. So that's one of the reasons why I'm pumped up.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why you're listening now and going, oh, God, I wish I'd gone. We do as well.
Mm.
RGT, what have you been playing?
I've had a brief little go on Nutmeg at the start of the week. Just done a couple more games, but I haven't got much further into it, so I haven't got a lot to add on that because it's been a busy week with prep and bits and pieces. Um, but I have been playing a game which I've already played the first game in the series, which will be very proud of me, and that game has really drew me in.
Oh,
What a fantastic game this is.
what are we talking about?
Infamous 2.
Mm.
I mean,
I
I
bet you're
played.
glad you left a bit of time though, because or not.
Yes, definitely. I definitely have, but I was very pumped to be back in the world of Infamous. But
Oh,
all
Zeke, how's he doing?
me and you are good. Yeah, yeah. We're cool. I just need to quiff. I need to grow me quiff a bit, and then we're there.
You got
Uh,
it.
every time they're on screen together, though, Mrs. RGT always goes, "Oh, it's you and George again."
I think
um,
I did you a bit dirty, but
no,
yeah.
no, it's quite funny. But you can see the step up, the graphics.
Hmm.
Um, they've ironed out things that I thought were a little bit glitchy in the first game. Some of the climbing was took too long, but it's a lot smoother now. And they've just added and expanded. Yes, I know mine's upscaled version on the PS3, but it does look absolutely stunning for a PS3 game. Looks so good.
Yeah.
And I'm about just over halfway
Sprites feel a
through.
bit bigger as well.
Yes, yeah, I'll give you that. Great draw distance. You get a lot of sunset shots in there when as the time's going and the sun goes
I
down.
feel
It
like it
looks,
lingers on that a lot. That
yeah,
giant dude coming as well is quite
yeah,
ominous, isn't it?
yeah, that is,
How
yeah.
far into it are you?
Just over halfway. So
It completes quick, by the way.
yeah,
And it doesn't really ramp up in difficulty.
no, that behemoth I fought. That was sort of one of the last missions I'd done before. But I've been going around collecting a lot of the shards to get my powers, or get
Hmm.
me electricity powers up. But yeah, just brilliant. It really is such a playable game for a game is what coming up for 20 years old, I would imagine. 15, 16 years old.
Yeah,
Uh,
right. So I'd feel safer saying that.
yeah,
Yeah.
15, 16 years old. It plays really well. I'm not say I know it is upscaled on mine, but it does look stunning. It looks unbelievable. Um, yeah, plays really smooth. I'm loving every part of it. It's one of them open world games where I just want to go around, collect all the shards. I've been doing all the side missions. The only ones I don't do the side missions is the ones which the evil ones. So I've got like on my
Mm.
first map, I've got a couple of pentagons where I haven't cleared the map because they're evil. Well, I don't want to do the evil. I'm just full out good on it. But I've
Has
cleared
it
all the
got an
rest of the map.
online section to it?
Yes, it's got online. I still got it. I had to do an update. There's a new update on the PS3, randomly enough. But I had to do,
I'm now piecing all the bits of evidence you drip fed me all week.
yeah. So I'd done an
Mm.
update on the PS3, and then it came up with it now added in missions that people had made online.
Yeah.
So the green missions are people, and they're still on there to play if you want to play them. Um, so yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. I can't wait to get back on it, and get it finished, and then sort of give it a few months, and then move on to was it Second Son? I think next, didn't it, on the PS4? But they did have a downloadable one, didn't they?
Yeah, Second
Which,
Son and First Light, I think, is the
but they
DLC
did.
that.
Oh no, they had another DLC for
Oh,
Infamous Two,
Carnival of Blood, is it?
something like that. But you can get it if you
Festival
buy
of
the
Blood,
collection,
maybe.
can't you? You can get it
Hmm.
on disc if you buy the collection. So that's quite rare to find a collection, I think. But I'd like to maybe get that one day and play that sort of spin-off side of it. But yeah, really, I can't merit it enough. It's so good, such a good game.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, that was a good choice by you for getting me into Infamous. So
No
yeah,
worries.
great
Well,
choice.
mileage may vary from here because as good as the next games are, they don't feel the same.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, there is a feel. I think it's to do with the platform it's on, the character, the way it looks. That's all part of it. So I suppose going on a new system has probably lost a bit of that charm that it
It's a
first
good
had.
game that I've kind of got quite far into several times, but never really had that kind of innate desire to continue with it. It
Mm,
lacked the kind of. It felt more serious, which made it less playable to me. Whereas the original two feel a bit like a toy.
mm. That's funny. I was talking to a guy the other day at work, and he said, "Oh, what are you playing on your PS3 at the moment?" I said, "Infamous 2," and he was like, "Oh my God, what a game that is!" He said, "What a game that is." He said he had a 360 at the time, um, but his partner's brother had a PS3, so he borrowed it and played the Infamous 1 and 2, and he said
Mm.
they're absolutely brilliant. But he said the same thing when he went to the next generation and played Infamous. He said that just how yeah, it looked really good, played really well, but there's something just wasn't there that the others had,
Yeah.
you know.
And I don't
So
know what it is. Maybe Cole was edgier. Maybe there was some more that I don't really feel like I was attached to Cole that much that I couldn't see something else in that universe. Yeah. Anyway, what else you been
mm,
playing?
unfortunately, that's been pretty much it. That's all I've been
Okay.
playing this week. I'm sorry about that. It's been a busy one, but
You don't need to apologize.
yeah, I've been loving my time with Infamous 2. So that whatever gaming time I've had, I've any little hour, I just want to play that.
I love
Um,
finding a game on like a an older console. I'm talking PS2 or PS3 that you've not really had much experience with that you find that's an absolute, gem
mm,
and you can just while away those hours. It just feels a little bit more special in a way.
and they are. I mean, I paid pennies for these, but they are creeping up a little bit now.
Mm,
I mean, Infamous is about sort of £5, £6, but I think Infamous 2 sort of £10, sometimes more for a really good, decent copy. So it is creeping up a little bit now, but it's well worth it still. But anyway, what about you? What have you been playing, George?
bit of Easy Delivery Co. on the Switch
Mm.
2. Um, I'm at the point now where it's sort of wanting me to go off map and I don't want to. I'm just taking the local jobs, sticking to my
So you're still
local
on that
town.
map. You
I
still
ref
haven't.
I
You
refuse to leave it.
so you haven't bought the lighter and moved on or anything
I
like
bought
that.
the lighter.
Yeah.
I I'm not prepared to take an intercity job yet. I'm just looking at rating some funds in the local map. I'm enjoying
Mm.
it. I enjoy the vibes. And I kind of want to savor the game. I don't feel like it's a game that you should rush. Um, it's a bit like cast and chill. It's nice to have something to go back to.
Yeah, and it's very similar in a way of I think if you rush it, you're going to get bored very easily. So I think you just need to
Mm,
take your time, enjoy each little journey you do and delivery. And if you try and rush it to get to that next point, you're going to be thinking, "Oh, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again," which cast and chill would be. But if you just break it down and take your time for a bit, I think that's the best way to play these sort of games.
yeah, and I find, pick it up, do two or three jobs. No doubt, probably spend all that on fuel, but you're slowly creeping forward a cent and a half at a time, aren't you, to
Mm,
something of a bank account. I want to try and maybe see how much some of these vehicle mods are, try and get some of that lined up a little bit and get myself in some good shape with some money in the bank. And I'm happy doing it on that map. I'm getting to know the road. I remember a comment you said from a few episodes ago where you kind of mentioned that you kind of started to know where you were going
mm,
and you didn't need to bring the map up all the time. I mean, that's where I'm at. And it's like, yeah, okay, drive there. I need to go this way, turn right there, boom, keep going down there. I mean, I do go the long way around sometimes, but it just feels like it flows that way. You're facing that way when you finish your last job, right? I just keep going.
Yeah.
And I try and pick up from the town I've dropped off in and then drop off there and then go on the little jobs page and wait for try and find one or wait for one to come up in the town that you're in so you could take it to the next one, pick up and just keep that circle going. And I just had fun,
Mm.
I took your advice. I did switch out first person view because it was a bit like, yeah, I do make these things so difficult for myself. And the vehicle just is, handles insanely well. So
Yeah.
that very rare that you're going to do like crazy with it. I think I did roll it one time and it just sort of ended up back on its wheels. It's like,
Did you
yeah,
do you always hit that snow bump as you come back into the first town you go in and just give it a launch it over the jump? Do you
mate,
ever do
I'm
that?
just oofing it everywhere.
Yeah. When you got that snow bank when you come back into your hub town that you first started,
Yeah,
and I used to always give it full beans over that.
I can't
to,
profess to nail that exact one, but I've nailed many jumps, and
yeah.
like sometimes they come by surprise, and sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm having this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Um,
But it does handle like a little sort of pickup K truck would without the load in the back. It's a bit front heavy. It's a bit skitty at the back sometimes when you land and do
yeah, I
jump.
agree.
It's quite realistic of how those little K trucks
I
would
mean, I think
react.
if you did a proper jump in a K truck, its wheels would
Yeah.
pop off and it'd be a sledge, wouldn't it? But
Yeah.
yeah, I get your point. It does have that vibe to it. And then to keep it short there, even though we seem to have overindulged, I've also, in a bid to profess to come into the Ponces this year with some sort of degree of legitimacy, which I think I've done with Easy Delivery Co, Cairn, Voyager, just to make sure I'm clearing my yard arm. I've started playing a little known title called Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Don't ask me what I think about this game.
What do you think about this game, George?
Don't ask me what I think about this game. I'm very much on the fence about this game. I take on
Really?
board what Tom's one throwaway comment when we had him on for the 50th, the 300th show.
Hmm.
It's very rhythm actiony, and I thought, "Oh, what the hell's he on about?" Anyway, started playing the game, and certain enemies advance to you, and it's like they come at you in patterns like bam, 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 and that's when you hit block.
Hmm.
So, have you played it?
No. No, I haven't. I've been tempted very many. Turn-based is not really my thing, but for some reason this one does.
Turn-based is your thing. You're into JRPGs.
I like action JRPGs. I don't turn-based. I'm still trying to learn a bit
I
with.
I think in that regard, from me to you, brother with a similar mother but not the similar father, that you would actually quite like this. But I am struggling with it because it's way too involved for a JRPG for me. For the audio
Really?
listener, I like to lay out and play a JRPG one-handed like a Victorian gentleman. For the video viewer, the newer viewer, it would be like this.
Just chilled. Yeah.
Just, yeah,
Defense,
yeah, yeah.
attack. Yeah.
Use me schnoz maybe to knock the thingy down. Yeah, defend. Yeah. 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 I don't really care. Spell. Special. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
But Clair Obscure has me like this. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it, so I don't play Beat Mania. Parry. Oh, garbage at that as well. That's why I don't play Elden Ring. Right, okay. Let me attack. What's up, Rachel? Oh, God, bloody hell. X to. Oh, I missed it. Yeah. I missed it.
So is
Wait,
it? Do you
there's
find it
no
tough?
damage. Oh, hang on. Let me block. I'm dead. God's sake.
Do you find
It's a
it
puzzle
tough?
game. It's not a JRPG. You shouldn't let George. I'm glad I didn't review this at the time because I'm willing to play more. I'm only very early and I'm at the manor. So calm down. But yes.
Hmm. You might have tainted my enthusiasm for the game somewhat.
When I finally got there, it was always going to be a little bit edgy. Um, next week I'm going to be honest saying game of the year. Don't know why I didn't play it before, but it's not as frictionless experience as I was wanting. It's not as oh my goodness gracious me, life changing as I initially thought. Premise is great, graphics are unbelievable at times, and then at times you're like, oh, for all the stick Seb gave Star Wars Outlaws for the hair. And then they're like, oh, in the studio. Hey man, it's in the studio. You're like, yeah, but mate, his hair, it's freaking awful. And if you speak to the person and get the slick back, man bun do, that looks awful as well. I changed it back. And then the artifacts, it's like, oh, yeah, Outlaws. So yeah, I mean, I've probably completely lost the show's entire listener base. So, like George has just completely jumped the shark. He's slating this. I'm not slating it. I'm just saying I'm not finding it as life changing as I thought it would be. Have I enjoyed it? Yeah, there's been times where I've been like, wow, the opening on the beach was like, whew. Okay, that's kind of reset my expectations because the start was a bit like on rails, a bit Final Fantasy, a lot of blah blah blah. I was like, oh God, not. It felt, similar experience probably as you and I had with Final Fantasy 16. I think it just didn't have that
Mm,
grit there. So
mm,
it's like, oh crikey! Then the beach happened, and I was like, oh okay, oh all right then. Um, so there's a lot going on. I'm intrigued. I'm playing more. I want to do more. I want to find more. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's not as though I can hand on heart walk in here and say 10 out of 10. Absolutely on what I've played so far.
mm. Yeah.
Controversial, but and
No.
let's face it, after OLL, everyone's turned up. Let's see what these guys are about. They've got to be legit. And I've gone, yeah, well, hold on a minute. And the box with all the critical acclaim on it, and all the awards that it's won, and all the positive Metacritic reviews it's had. I turn up and say these things. I understand, but we've all got opinions. RGT, they're like
Mm.
ourselves, and normally we're full of shit.
Well, welcome to the new listeners. Thanks for sticking around this long.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is where I'm at. It's slightly more jaded than I'd expect to be, but sometimes when you kind of jump on a game of the year after the fact, you kind of expect it to be the second coming of the Messiah, don't you?
Mm.
And I think this is one of those moments where I probably went in expecting more,
Yeah.
and I need to just reset my expectations. Like I say, it has surprised me at times when I was kind of like, oh, it's a bit pedestrian. Boom, like, whoa, okay.
Mm.
Did not expect that. So, yeah. Anyway, with that all said and done, RGT, are you ready for a bit of news? Or
As
no,
always.
you want this?
Oh God, yeah.
Well, let me tell you. It's time for the news. We've scoured the very darkest regions of the internet to bring you the latest stories. First up, straight out the gates this week, RGT, over at the Blue Top, basically the Sun newspaper for PlayStation, Push Square. Sammy Barker broke a story. Now, Sammy Barker, the absolute rogue, he built an igloo out of thrown out Easter eggs on the
Oh, wow.
Monday, the Bank Holiday Monday, Easter Monday. Obviously, he knew that there would be loads, so he got like I think maybe 6 ton of disposed chocolate,
Wow.
melted it down into little blocks, and built an igloo. He's now
Quite, it's
living in
very
it.
creative.
Yeah, he's single-handedly solved the housing crisis and the hunger crisis.
So if he gets hungry in his igloo, he just licks the walls, does he?
Yeah,
Or
so Sammy Barker's up for a Nobel Prize
wow,
and an MBE.
really?
Mm.
Brilliant. Well done, Sammy.
Yeah,
Great thinking.
congratulations. Probably ought to read the news story out now, which has got absolutely nothing to do with a chocolate igloo. PS5 fans want trophy upgrades, RGT, after Xbox improves achievements. The sub headline from Sammy here is stuck in 2020. Some PS5 fans agreeing with Envy today After Xbox announced improvements to the achievement system, Sony famously copied Microsoft's metagame during the PS3 era, including trophies with Super Stardust HD. While it was optional at first, support was eventually mandated, and it became a big part of the PlayStation experience ever since. We've always enjoyed the format of trophies. The different type means it's easy to see at a glance who's completionist and who's not, but the system has barely changed since its introduction, and certainly not since the launch of the PS5. Some of the new features Xbox is introducing include a new look and feel for achievement unlocks and the ability to hide games from your profile. We like the trophy notifications on PS5, so we've got no problem with those, and the latter is already possible. So there's nothing to add there. But one tweak the Redmond firm is teased testing, which we really like, is the ability to highlight games you get 100% in. This will have a border and a gradient effect, and when friends and family browse your games, making those you fully finished stand out. We quite like the idea, and it's something Sony could easily integrate. We'd also like the ability to pin certain difficult trophies we've unlocked in our profile. You can actually do this with the in-game achievement system in a lot of gacha games now, so we reckon it'd be a nice feature to the add to the PS5 itself. Obviously, Sony has grand ambitions for trophies back on the PS3. Do you remember when it floated the idea of a virtual trophy cabinet you'd be able to explore in PS Home? There are definitely ways where it could make the experience richer for sure. Hopefully, Microsoft's investment in this area will stimulate some kind of response from PlayStation because while we're happy with the current level of functionality, there's certainly more that can be done. Now, sounds like a Sony story, but it's actually an Xbox story. Once again, Asher, just in the background, make a little bit of a tweak, nothing major,
Mm,
starts making eyes wonder. Now,
yeah.
little thing after little thing and little things stacking up. Now, PlayStation need to get on board and start stacking up some little things here. Now, I do believe there's a PlayStation Dash revamp, etc., incoming, but
Supposed to be rumored to have themes as well, isn't there? I think for PS5. I think so.
which would be interessimo. I
Yeah.
like that homepage feature that they've recently brought in. I mean, no one really made a stink about that. Oh, look at this. No, of course they didn't. But PlayStation quietly introduced that homepage section, which now, if you leave it in an idle mode, it will cut to all the info off the screen. Just have your background image with the time and date if you want it. If not, nothing, right?
Mm,
So that's pretty cool, especially with the animated themes or the fireplaces,
mm,
where you might want to put that on at Christmas, have a little bit of mulled wine, whatever it is you're doing.
mm, definitely. But going along with the virtual sort of trophy cabinet, they've sort of tried that a bit with stars as well, didn't they?
I
With
was going to come back to you about that. I'm glad you brought that
yeah,
up. It feels very Stars, but Stars is very half baked. It's still hanging
like a lot of things
around
Sony does.
like a little scabbed spot that you picked on the PlayStation app. If you can still click on it to go into the dead end area where they're probably contractually legally obliged in case someone kicks off to let you look at those freaking whatever they were called that you put in your stupid ass cabinet.
Yeah, it was a nice idea at first, but then after a while, you're just thinking, I'm not the longevity of the stars. I don't quite know what that is. They seem to be doing many little things, but why don't you just accumulate that into one?
Yeah,
The stars could have been all part of the trophies. You
I
could have
think
linked that all in.
if you were engaged on that Stars program, not that you could rinse it, but you could certainly maximize your return. And Sony had gone from giving nothing away to all of a sudden seeing some slightly switched on members literally drill a couple of quid a month out of them. Okay, it's a couple of quid a month per person. But what if there's a million users doing that? They've just lost
Mm,
2 million quid.
yeah, maybe more.
Justify
Mm,
that.
yeah, I know exactly. But yeah, I think it would be nice to tweak the trophies. I'm not a major trophy hunter, especially since, the sort of 4 years I've been on this show. You don't, having a game to platinum, don't really have the time to do that. You need to keep the games flowing to keep it interesting when we're talking about the games we're playing. Um, but I think it's nice because I know a lot of people that do. Um, I know a lot of people that do love the trophies, that do love platinums. I think that would be a nice tweak. So I don't really change too much of a trophies. last
No,
few
not
years.
not really. I think, as in the article, Sammy highlights the fact that, when the PS5 came along, things got jazzed up a little bit, didn't they? Things sweetened up a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Um, the artwork kind of changed its scale. When you view it on the older consoles, it looks a bit different
Mm,
again, doesn't it? So,
yeah,
some revamp along the way. Certainly the stat recording on PS5, as loose as it is, time played is quite cool. The
yeah, they were
percentage
late to that as
completed,
well, weren't they? Getting to
yeah,
that sort of thing. That
percentage
was.
completed was cool, but
Mm,
there never seems to be, and again, I'm going to get hounded for this, but I don't really care. The trophies are great, but they're a copy of a great idea from Xbox.
oh God, yeah, 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 definitely.
So,
I mean, we personally know the guy who made the trophy system, and he admitted Sony grabbed him and said, "Right, you've got a very limited time. We need to get something on here. Not an achievement like Xbox. You need to get it done."
yeah.
And he came up with trophies and platinum for doing it, and silver and
What they probably should have
bronze.
done is made someone director of trophies. So he
Mm,
oversees them, he curates them, he either stomps out mayos or he encourages mayos. There's lots of things that could be done just in a slight minute.
mm,
And then they could have a roadmap, like, by 2030, I want the achievements to be representing this to the players or that, and I want this animation to be included. And I've listened to the feedback and we'd like this and that and the other. And again, paying his wages, financing that team, it's great for customer retention, or is it? And you've just blown another 12 mil.
yeah,
So I guess it's the balancing act.
yeah.
But good to see Xbox around to keep PlayStation honest, RGT.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Because it's quite easy for Sony and PlayStation. They're ramping towards 100 million PS5 sold to just sit there and think, why change it? We're still selling the consoles. Why change anything? But when you got
Mm,
Xbox and Asher just keep clipping away, doing this, doing that, and you think, come on, you still got to keep up because it takes one amazing. All these little ideas will just can eventually just go into one great gaming model, and they'll be caught napping, thinking, oh, we need to catch up here because we're going to be in trouble. So
yeah.
yes, come on, Sony, let's keep tweaking as well.
What have you found in the news bag this week, RGT? What have you dug out for us, pal?
Well, this is over here at the Mecca for Nintendo at Nintendo Life. This is by Alana Hagues.
What's
This
she been doing
article.
this week?
She's been really into her water skiing at the moment. Yeah,
I bloody love you, mate. Yeah,
yeah.
really. Okay.
But because she's a bit of a workaholic, so she needs a phone in one of them special little cases that are waterproof, so you can take your phone diving.
Right.
So she's constantly, blogging Nintendo Life.
Of course.
Switch. She's got Switch 2 in a Tesco's bag, sellotaped at the back. She can carry on playing as she goes. Yeah, she's good at it. She's good at it, I can assure you. She come past me the other day in the river. She must have been doing 30 knots. There she was, Mario versus Rabbids. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
One-footed or
Yeah, one-footed, yeah. Yeah. Because she was just playing with the Joy-Cons, so she had the screen between her toes. Yeah, incredible. Very talented. Anyway, she says, looks like Elden Ring will be a pricey game key card release on Switch 2. Sorry. Pre-orders have popped up on Amazon.
that
I've
makes no
broke.
freaking sense at
I've,
all.
I've broken.
I love it though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know where that came
Who
from.
even is Alana?
No idea. Um, we know Elden Ring Tarnished Edition is supposedly riding onto Switch 2 sometime in 2026, but not exactly when. Nevertheless, pre orders have opened up on Amazon in the US, giving us an idea of just how much it will cost to visit the lands between on the newest Nintendo console. Spotted by you slash Mason 2393 on our Nintendo Switch 2. Amazon is listing From Software's critically acclaimed open world RPG at 79.99 bucks for a game key card. That's the top end of Switch 2 game prices. A lot of people online are a little shocked and unhappy at the price. 80 bucks is a lot for a 4-year-old game. God, is that 4 years old, Elden Ring?
Catch up.
Oh, after all. But it's worth noting that this includes the Shadow of the Erd Tree. Is that how's that you pronounce that?
That
Erd
is
Tree.
perfection personified.
Thank you. DLC and the bonus Tarnished Edition content. Though again, the DLC is almost 2 years old too. The $80 price tag actually matches the price of Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree Edition on other platforms, so Switch 2 players aren't getting any kind of discount on the release. Now, the key card is perhaps less of a surprise to us. Pretty much all of Bandai Namco's physical releases on Switch 2 have been game key cards, such as Little Nightmares 3, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and Pac Man World 2 Repack. But let's focus on the positives for a second. Does that mean Elden Ring's Switch 2 release is imminent? We know it's supposed to be coming in 2026, as From Software's owner, Gado Kawawa, not bad, stated
Did well, mate.
that it and the Dustbloods is still aiming for this year in its latest earnings report. But when? We'll have to wait and see for now, won't we? So, yeah, go and check that article out over on Nintendo Life. I'm not sure what to think about this. It seems like some of these. I know I don't know if this is Nintendo doing this or the devs themselves or what, but or the publishers, but you're releasing at full price on a game because I suppose they're saying, well, this is a new game for the system, but then it's not a new game overall. So should it be a discounted price, even though it's a new game for the system, or should it be the full price that this game would have been when it released a few years ago? I mean, I
Here's my take. If they were releasing Elden Ring vanilla, I'd be like, okay, that really ought to be lesser money.
hmm,
But arguably, should it? As you say, it's a new game on the system. But they're not doing that. They're releasing the equivalent of a Game of the Year edition with some pretty chunky DLCs that are obviously bumping that price up.
hmm.
I think they feel justified in getting behind it. And let's face it, it is the kind of it's the pricing spot now.
It is, I suppose, and then you're still going to have people saying it's a key card. I know. I mean, I've got a few key cards. I'm not too worried about key cards. You can still trade them in. You can still sell them. The game will still be downloadable. It's just obviously saving that space that the card doesn't have.
Yeah.
So you're probably getting a better version of what they could have done if they had to cram it in a card, without doubt.
That's the
But
plus side to me. That's the
yes,
biggest plus about these game key cards. There's You haven't got to have a cut down, and let's face it, even on the cards, you have to have a download
yes,
nine
yeah.
times out of ten to
Oh
bulk the
God, yeah,
game out, especially
yeah,
the trilogy packs. Barely the first game's on the card, and then the rest is just like download
yeah.
after
Those
download after
games you're not getting.
download.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of downloads added on, aren't you? That's a bit of a myth that the all the games on there, but some have come close to trying it and getting them all on there, like
Yeah, yeah.
Cyberpunk and things like that. But um,
But technically, if you put it in, you could play it, I suppose. A
yes,
retail card from the shop. If you popped it
yeah,
in there, it would allow you access to the full game. But as soon as you got online, things would certainly be updated left, right, and Chelsea.
yeah. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what you listeners think. Let us know at either over on our Instagram or questions at
Drop a
unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com.
comment below.
Yeah, comments, on YouTube. Let us know what you think about this. Do you think $80 for this is too much? Do you think it's a good deal? Because, like George says, it's technically like a Game of the Year edition. You're getting the
And if you're locked
DLC.
on the ecosystem, you've never seen this before. You've
No.
just heard everybody else talk about it. You're
Uh,
desperate for this.
yeah, so that's another thing. Do you class this as an old game or do you class this as a new game? Just because it's been out 4 years doesn't necessarily mean it's an old game. It's a new game for the system. So there's a lot of red tape here as to what is the right thing. I think you're right. I think they're about at the money where games are now.
This
AAA
game will have
games.
enough hype on that system and enough hype for people to buy it again to take on the go. I mean, are we hearing the people complaining that already have this on two other systems, already have this and all the stuff, and they want to have it on their Switch for portability?
That's when it is expensive because if you've absolutely rinsed this on Sony or Xbox, And then you've got to switch to now. So you think, oh, I can get Elden Ring and take on Holiday. Hang on, that's $80. It's going to be expensive, but I don't necessarily know if this is aimed at you. Um,
No, I don't either.
it's aimed at it's all those people who are really locked into the Nintendo ecosystem that have 400 Switch games have moved over to Switch 2 and want suddenly they got this wealth of, Cyberpunk and now Elden Ring and all these big games coming over to the system.
It's a big. It's been a big moment, I think, for the console.
I would have never imagined these sorts of games a year ago would all be coming over. Your Final Fantasy VII remake and like you say, Elden Ring, Cyberpunk. It's a bit of a statement for the system saying, look, we you can play these games though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're not held back anymore.
Although
So
saying that, PS5 Pro got a Cyberpunk update today.
yeah, I did see a video on that.
Oof.
Oof, that yeah, you suddenly think, oh, I think old CD Projekt Red know how to make that console sync because I looked at that and thought, oh, I mean that would put quite a few PCs to shame. That looks
I mean, again,
good.
it's an optimization thing, isn't it? Where one
Yeah,
wins, the other cuts back. But they seem to have found a pretty good balance for that game
they
on
seem
there.
to for how. I know we're going off piece of it here, but how Cyberpunk released and the absolute show that was when it came out for the system it was supposedly be on that wouldn't run on to now these guys seem to know. I mean, okay, we'll bring Cyberpunk to Switch 2. Fits on one card, makes it look incredible.
Yeah,
you know, oh, we'll do an update for the PS5 Pro, probably the best graphics of Pro seen to date.
yeah.
And you're like, yeah, they seem to know technically. These guys know what they're doing nowadays, I think. But yeah, interesting. Not to say, let us know what you think of this price on Elden Ring. I'm a bit on the fence because I'm not really an Elden Ring player, but I think if I was locked in Switch 2, it's a new game and that's what prices are. I think actually you might even be getting a bit of a deal because you're getting, like you say, it's a bit of the game of the year edition. So yeah,
All the
yeah,
stuff that everyone had to wait for, you're going to get all in one hit
yeah, yeah. So
and
yeah,
working
interesting one.
perfectly.
Yeah, interesting one.
Um, wouldn't be the news without a bit of Xbox news, would it? But
Right.
continuing that, before we get launched into it, Fraser Gilbert's found this piece of news over at
Mm,
Pure Xbox.
good old Fraser.
Yeah, he's decided to put his hand in for the next Winter Olympics. He's
Has
starting
he?
early. Yep. He was inspired by a rousing speech he found on YouTube by the Eddie the Eagle Edwards. He watched the film, and now Fraser's decided he wants to do long distance ski jump.
Wow.
Um, he's been doing some practicing on
On his canal boat
Lilyhammer
or
on the Mega Drive. He thinks
okay,
he's in fine form. Um, he skipped the offer of a coach. He
right.
says Lilyhammer is all he needs. See you in 4 years.
Wow. Best of luck, Fraser.
He kind of revealed to me a little bit of a soft practice plan. He said in the next by the end of the second year of training, he wants to be able to, strap a couple of planks to his feet and slide off his nan's bungalow roof.
Nice. Yeah.
If he can hit that milestone by year two, he's all in.
Yeah, I think you'll be there. Use some wax the bottom of your planks. That'll give you a bit more slippity slip. Good
Good luck, Fraser.
luck,
Anyway,
Fraser.
before he breaks his leg, he's managed to get a good story out. Xbox boss reveals new dedicated team focusing on fan feedback following the rollout. Guess what, RGT, of the new achievement features?
Hmm.
It was only yesterday that Xbox fans were treated to yet another surprise from Team Xbox when it revealed that Xbox achievements were getting multiple new improvements. And this is the result of a seemingly dedicated team that's been set up. Shortly after the achievement features were unveiled, Sharma took to social media. Social, darling. Social media to reveal that this dedicated team has been created to focus on fan feedback, while also teasing that more achievement features are coming soon. So we talked about the achievement features that were being updated in the
Hmm.
PlayStation story, but Ash has tagged this on top. She says, we stood up a dedicated team to focus on fan feedback. More coming soon. We assume this is the same team that worked on the new Xbox dashboard feature a while ago. It was revealed at the time that it only took 2 weeks to put them together, and Sharma told fans back then to keep the feedback coming. Whatever the case may be, it's been fantastic to see improvements like this getting rolled out on a regular basis in 2026, and it's certainly generating some goodwill for Asha Sharma and her Xbox team. Not like me to call it weeks ago. This girl's got it going on.
Hmm. Without a doubt. Um, I think how how many months, how many weeks and months were we bringing bad news about Xbox, and we even done one show where we said we aren't going to do any news about Xbox. It's just bad for the fans at the moment. It was just one thing after another. Now it's one good thing after another. Every single week we've got a good bit of news. And like you said, a small wins. You keep ticking them off, ticking them off, ticking them off. And I know where it's aimed at.
Can I interrupt as well? Because these
No,
feel like okay.
no, kill carrot.
These feel like a girl who's gone in and she's got a back to a wall, but she's got this kind of goodwill news train policy in her head. She's probably recognised the same thing that we've recognised, where they can never go more than a couple of weeks without putting out a news story that's just absolute toxic garbage.
Yeah.
That's a slight exaggeration, but you catch my drift. She's come along, she's seen, okay, what's my budget for the year because it got locked in by my predecessor. Okay, damn it. Right, we're going down that road. Okay, what can I cancel? Everything on it, everything is an Xbox. Awesome. What can I do with that money? Probably freed up some resource to set up a team. What can I do with that team? They're my good news generation team. Just little tweaks that the fans want that we can do for free, costing us nothing, that keeps it just turns the tide without
And
her having
also,
to go crazy.
you got to remember when Spencer's in charge, he was looking 5 years ahead. In 5 years, we're going to have 100 million Games Pass subscribers. We're going to have this, we're going to have that. She's gone, right, forget all that. When does she ever mention Games Pass? She has
Never.
not mentioned Games Pass.
No.
She's literally said, right, we have got a decline in user base. Let's aim at them. Let's get them happy first, and then we'll go after
Why
more
not?
customers. And that's what she's doing. Let's make sure that the ones we still got aren't trading an Xbox for a Switch 2 or a PS5 or a PC. Let's make sure we keep them happy now. What do they want? And she's literally listened to them. She's got, and like you say, she's one of the worst things, is literally like she's done a focus group. What is the worst things Xbox done? Right, this is an Xbox. I haven't touched achievements for a while. Haven't done this. Right, let's fix all these little things to keep these guys happy. Let's maintain them now. Let's maintain that core, and then we'll start trying to claw more things. And I think she's smashing it out of the park. Little
Yeah.
wins, little wins. You don't need a massive story about a massive new console or you know
Well,
promising the
let's look at it
world.
from this
Little
way.
wins.
They're under the corporate view of Microsoft, right? To get a
Yeah.
big win, you've got to go and ask for a big chunk of change. And now in the modern era of Xbox, they're going to go, okay, when we're going to get that back?
Mm.
So
Look what happened last time.
yeah, look what happened. So with these smaller micro wins, they're political internal wins that prove that she can turn the shit around really without spending any money. And
And
I
also,
think
as
that's significant.
yeah, and also as probably a stock price that was in a decline. She's probably leveling the ship at the moment. She's settling the seas a bit and
I
keeping them on
I
a
think that keeping Xbox out of a bad news rotation is a bloody good start to help the share price. I think
massive start.
these
It's a massive
micro
start.
news stories probably don't move the needle there too much. I think what she's trying to do is keep the fan base warm with a limited budget until she can get to implement her plan. Now, whether her plan is Project Helix or whatever hell format that ends up looking like, and then she can have some shaping influence on it and the way it hits the market. But I think she's kind of locked into what's left of Series X now. All she can do is kind of
Yeah, I also,
gently nudge it
you know,
slightly out that way that it was going in.
and I also think she's for the next few titles. locked into giving them a PS5 release. But I think once she gets the reign on that, I think the next Xbox games after this wave, I think will be exclusives. I think she'll want them back. She'll want them on the system. Give people a reason. That's the next phase to get people to come back on to an
Yeah,
Xbox again. And to be fair, I only said about a month ago I'm looking to offload my Series X. But these last few weeks, I started thinking, do I get rid of it now? Do I need to get rid of it? I mean, Forza Horizon, yes, I know. I'm
that's
probably
looking
gonna,
quite good actually. That's looking
yeah.
incredible.
But then I keep thinking, I really want to play it in a dual sense. I really want those triggers. The old haptics and bits and pieces. So I
Hmm.
think, but do you hang on? And I keep thinking, do I just hang on to that system now and this to see what happens? And she's making me think like that. I think this, I think the Xbox brand has gone from being a fairly negative, downtrodden brand to actually now thinking, okay, they're they're doing little wins. They're doing things for the gamers. They're keeping she's sort of leveling, like
I
I say, she's
personally
leveling
think
at
when
eight for the
Xbox is
system.
on this sort of train, this kind of school of thought, this kind of flexibility that she seems to be operating with, I think that's when they're at their most dangerous and most innovative.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
I
keep
expect there's plenty of
PlayStation honest.
yeah, there's plenty of plans. Would imagine ticking around in the background. And like you say, when they tried the big ones, when they tried the Activision deals that went on for years and cost billions and billions, and it doesn't really seem to have improved them hardware or software wise at the moment. With Call of Duty absolutely bombing, you start to think, maybe like you say, big expensive wins isn't where they need to go.
I don't think it ever was. I think they confuse happy players with players that needed to own every version of COD. And, it might be a large ecosystem for COD, but it's actually small. Like when does the COD player base decide to go back and play COD 2 on a regular basis? It doesn't really.
And also, I remember you saying way back when the rumor mill started going about them purchasing Activision. I remember you saying to me, "COD's over its peak. If they're buying that for COD is on the wane a bit now.
Mm.
So they're paying top dollar for something that's tipped over the edge a bit." And I thought, nah, you were right. You were right all them years ago. You were bang on. Because I know so many people that used to play COD and then sort of went to casual COD players when the new game came out. And then
Mm.
after the last one, they were playing Battlefield and they've been
Yeah, I
playing.
don't really know enough about the COD ecosystem to really say, but I do feel like Warzone diluted the product down. It took away that kind of, oh, can't wait for the new game, can't wait for the new game. Like a lot of the players kind of got seduced into that, and then
Mm,
the sort of yearly rotation kind of dropped off a bit, and then when your players aren't all hyped for that next release because they've got to be top of that leaderboard because they're focused on the continual leaderboard on the other game, and then
mm,
there's other games in the rotation. You got Fortnite, and then all of a sudden this Art Raiders is doing the thing, and Karkov or whatever it's called, and you've marathons hitting the scene, and there's a lot more going on now than there ever was. That kind of even Helldivers as an example is a game that came out of nowhere that's probably seduced quite a lot of that kind of
mm.
COD player base.
By being different enough as well.
Yeah. And
COD
don't get me
started to
wrong,
get watered out. It was a bit
COD's flirted
rinse
with
repeat.
future war and all that sort of drivel, but it didn't really stick.
No.
Um, who knows, RGT? One has to imagine that Fortnite probably annoys Activision a lot.
Yeah, they seem to have been able to do that live service, but also get one of the biggest demographics, which is the young person.
Exactly that.
And they've made it so that if you've got a
Well, they've
12-year
locked
old,
them into
if
that
you
game, mate.
yeah,
They've
but it
locked them into that game. Some of them have got thousands of quid in like
oh yeah,
costumes.
but also if you're aiming at a 12-year-old to keep playing your game for the next few years as they go into teenage years, what do you want?
100%.
What do you want to do? You want to make it so the parents are happy for them to play it. Not going to want them playing Warzone, but Fortnite they can.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's clever. It's been clever, and it's. I mean, you think of the money that Fortnite has made on that live service. It's
Although Apparently, it's on the wane because they've had to start knocking people off because they've realised that they're not actually making money. They're spending more on content creation than they actually are in like reaping the
What
revenue from it.
licensing and bits and
Yep.
wow. Maybe the live service is on a slide nowadays, but
I think it'll always be there, for the kid who turns the console on, wants something for nothing. But I think the longer term players that have been around a while, they've indulged in them, don't get me wrong. But I think they're a bit sick of them now. And it's a bit like whenever a game had to have multiplayer crammed in because it was the latest hottest thing in like the PS3 360 era. Everything, even BioShock had multiplayer. Like, what the hell are you thinking here?
mm,
What are you
yeah,
what are
yeah, I
you
know.
doing with
Yeah,
this? And it's the same now with this live service. Sony chased it, everyone chased a little scene of it. Kind of really only a couple of big winners really emerged from that push. There's some MMORPGs on the other side of it, don't get me wrong, if you want to take a broader look at live service. But then you get to this precipice at the end where there were barely any real winners from that push. There were some
mm,
mega winners, not really a lot for anybody else. And I think the fan base has just kind of, like I say, got pig sick of them. But
mm,
but the question really is, what's next? Everyone seems to revert back, or pull back in, single player exclusives. They're only saying that because they don't know what else to do. Some studio somewhere will pocket some magic in it. And we've had some attempts. We've seen breakouts like Fall Guys, like popped a bit, then down. And
yeah,
there's been attempts at the crown, but nothing's stuck. There'll be something before I end up shuffling off this mortal coil. There'll be something.
yeah. There'll be a new wave of a new way of playing that will everyone
Guaranteed.
will want to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's back to Xbox. I think it's great news, and hopefully each week we're going to be keep chipping away at more news that Asher is doing, and
Well,
yeah,
I went
fair
on the
play.
news today and I was like, I better not do an Ashes story. And it was like, I've kind of got to.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think she's very positive, and I think you can tell when, especially someone at Xbox is positive because the haters on YouTube aren't doing stories on Xbox. They only do stories when it's bad.
Yeah.
They don't do stories, and they haven't mentioned Xbox for about 4 weeks, and you're thinking, you don't
Well,
like Humble
when
Pie.
an Xbox micro achievement actually periscopes up on a PlayStation page,
They're
she's
doing
making a
something right,
difference. Yeah,
and
and
they're
that's
all,
why that news piece was there.
and then when Sammy's saying, PlayStation would like you to do this, well played, Xbox. Keep 'em on the toes.
Get on with it. Get
Yeah,
on with it.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Housekeeping
fantastic.
RGT. OLL's done, so thanks to everyone who came. It was wonderful to see you. Probably the episode after this will be a proper heartfelt thanks for coming and seeing
Yes,
you.
yeah, definitely.
But right now, as we're recording this, we haven't even been ourselves.
No.
So here we are.
Hmm.
And hopefully you found us well and tickets were easy and you had a great time.
Yep.
And RGT wasn't chased down the street and DM wasn't forced into a Tauntaun-like experience,
Mm.
nor had his clothes ripped and you lived inside of him to keep warm.
Mm. Yeah, hopefully not.
Oh, I thought you smelt bad on the inside. Outside.
Thank you. Um, yeah, so housekeeping, yes.
Yeah, do all that. Let's have that.
Well, I have mentioned it before, but we have questions at unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. If you've got any stories or anything about comments about this news we've been reading out on
Mm.
Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, let us know. Or if you're watching us now, thanks for joining us. Comment down below.
Video killed the radio star RGT.
Apparently did. Video
Yeah.
killed the podcast star. So,
Oh,
ooh,
semi-popular on audio.
yes. But yes, let us know down below. Give us some comments. What do you think about your stories? What do you think about Elden Ring being $80 on the Switch? What do you think about Asher at Xbox? What do you think about Sony at the moment? Do you think
Do you
they
want me
should be
to answer
tweaking
these?
trophies? No, I'm just asking out in general.
Oh,
So, but yes, let us know. Also, come check our Discord out, Unofficial Controller Podcast. If you want a link to that, check out my Instagram page, Retro Gamer Thomas, or jump
greatest
onto
placed, zero toxicity because I'm
Absolute
banned from
Zero.
my own Discord.
Yes, we don't have him on there, so you're safe. So yeah, or come over to Unofficial Controller Podcast Instagram. We have link trees on there. I do on mine. We do on the show ones. You can jump over and come across to that. We even had there was a guy on this week who wanted to play on PlayStation with me, message me, become friends on PlayStation. I mentioned the show. He's now joined the Discord. So it's as easy as that. If you want to come over, we've got great things on there. We've got challenge accepted, which is
Bing Bang
also
Bot is
um,
in.
yes, Bing Bang Bot. Um, we've got a challenge accepted over there, which DM does. We've also got the Let's Get Quizzical, Quizzical,
Quizzical, wanna
Let's
get
Get
quizzical,
Quizzical.
let's get quizzical. Let me see your brain talk, your gamer talk. Let me see your brain great better twerk,
You
brain
notice
better
each
twerk.
week I start singing this, and then George just bursts into song and just takes over the. He comes from back and singer to front of the band. Um, but yes, let's
Like
get quiz.
Louis
That's
Spence.
Louis Spence, UCB Louis Spence. Move
Let's
that
get
away, darling.
quizzical, quizzical. I wanna get
Jesus,
quizzical.
that's a few subs lost. But
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's got a little bit too much fat on his upper body. I saw his boobies moving. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for him, really. Shouldn't have done that. I've lost all respect for him now. Unsubscribe or hashtag subscribe.
Very youthful. Hashtag
Down
subscribe.
with the kids, you know. Although I don't think the kids are saying that now.
No,
I don't know. I have no idea what the youth are saying.
no, me neither. But anyway, back to Let's Get Quizzical. Yeah, come
Cut
on out.
glass in a fence is what they're saying.
More likely, yeah. But yeah, jump on there. Let's Get Quizzical is a week little quiz DM does, and you can. There's no pressure. You just do it at your own time. Little thing on there. You can,
Yeah, oh yeah.
if you want to put your scores on, you can. If you don't, you just do it in your own
Do
little
it
private
private.
area. Yeah, do it private. Just have a little go at the quiz, see what you can get, and see if you can beat your scores each week. Also got RGT back to pass, and we're playing Generation 7 games at the moment. We're playing 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, I believe it's called.
In, on.
In, on, Blood in the Sand, Blood on the Sand, something like that. But yeah, that's being played at the moment. We put 4 games up every time we're finished, and we have a little vote on there. So if you like playing sort of PS3 360 games, come and join in. Other than that, we just chat on there. We talk about games.
Mhm.
We're very PC. We don't have no swear or anything like that on there. We just talk about video games, and people have made plenty of friends. And as we're speaking this, there was plenty of people came to OLL all to meet up who had all made friends on there. So that's the sort of community we want, and that's the community we got. So if that ticks your box, come and join out. What else have
RGT,
we
I've
got?
Googled it. It's 50 cent one in the bush, worth two in the hand. Bag of sand.
Anyway, like I say, we've got our
This in
Instagram. We've got
flashback, dude. Come on, give me a bit of something.
you
It's
just
like
can't
working with a
resist, can you?
corpse.
Oh, steady. I'm the steady captain of this ship. Oh, your chum bucket in the back.
Oh, I think you added an H. Bit like a
Yeah,
cham chart.
Chamchar. But yeah, come and check us out on all those. And if you even want to leave a comment on the show, you could contact us through your podcast supplier, and that will come straight to us. Of which now I think they've updated now, so it does show your name, and you can also leave audio messages, voice messages to us.
Oh,
Apparently,
wow. Are they
apparently
then?
through Buzzsprout, they done an update the other day. So I don't know if it's up and running yet, but apparently that's something you could do. So we could almost add them in, depending on what is left.
I don't know what
Um,
format they arrive in, though.
I have no idea, but if there's someone after 9 pints and a kebab just shouting abuse at us, Dan, that's not likely to get on the show. But
Oh, God. Someone's driving back from OLL, barking into their phone as they drive down the whatever road. They're like,
absolutely rinsing us.
oh, you driving, pal? Simmer down. Hey, you said. Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, check that out. You can contact us through your podcast supplier and leave us a message if you want. If it's still not updated yet and you still want your name on, leave your name at the bottom and we will mention you when we read you out. I think we probably ought to lead on to our subs list, don't we, George?
You do the
Unless you anything you
website?
want to read. I haven't done website. Well done. unofficialpodcast.com. Yeah, check out the website. Um, as we always say, that's building as we go, but there's still plenty of
TikTok.
content on at the moment. TikTok there is. Going back to the webpage, hopefully within the next few months, I want to start adding a new section on there doing game reviews. So we'll start adding some reviews on bits we're playing,
What
get some
the?
reviews written up. So I think the section might already be on there, whether it's live yet or not, I don't know, but we'll sort out some of those. So and we'll let you know each time we put a review on. We'll let you know on the show here which one's on there if you want to go over and read it. So yeah, check out unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. And like George said, TikTok as well. We have a TikTok with videos get chucked on there each week. So go and have
Huge
a look.
TikTok, colossal, crushes TikToks under its feet like shells on a beach.
I'm sure it does. But it's there. But yeah, yeah,
Look,
check them
we've
all
got a
out. And
stake in the Wild West.
have we?
We're late to the party. It's TikTok. It's the Wild West of the internet. Boom. Stake in the ground.
Mm.
We've claimed. Stake to claim.
TikTok is ours.
1,000%. Listen, dress it up nice, give them the tears or a slight impression of the tears, almost like the edge of a nipple through a white shirt.
The tiers go from 3 to 5 to 8 to 10 bucks. And you just giggle as I just completely abandon what you say, didn't you? Yeah, so it's 3, 5, 8, 10 bucks. $3 gets you
Yeah.
unglorious chat. It gets you read out on the show, and it gets you what used to be a Zoom chat, but we've got something coming after OLL for
Just
that.
a
So
little
we'll let you know.
tease. You've literally lifted the shirt up.
Oh, and that's all I'm saying. Hang on, I haven't finished yet.
There's
That's what you
more.
get. That's what you get on $3, yeah. And then after that, it just goes up what you get each month. So each year. So $5 you get piece of artwork. $8 you get piece of artwork and an artwork mug. And $10 you get piece of artwork, artwork mug, and an artwork T-shirt. There you
And a
go.
Harrier jump jet.
You don't quite get that. No, we're not Pepsi.
You getting it?
um, but yes, so that's our tiers. If you ever feel like subbing, it all contributes to us running the shows weekly
At least
and doing events and
no.
bits and pieces. Keeps the
Yes.
lights on. Yes, keeps George paid. So yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Thank you very much for your support. I know we have a muck about with the readout and all that, and I muck about
Yes,
generally
but
all the time, but it is helping us do things. OLL, looking after people, doing the right thing as we can, and just broadening the show out, RGT, really.
oh, definitely. And you know, we say this every week. Yes, we have a laugh on here, and we always muck about, and we're a bit silly, you know, especially how old we are. But we are a bit silly. But at the end of every show, when we finish recording and the show's getting edited, we always go, "Is that show any good? Is that good?" And then you see this subs list, and you think, these people really enjoy this show and put their hands in their pockets each week to keep this show going. And yeah,
God
it's
bless you.
very humbling, and thank you very much. It is very much
It is
appreciated.
humbling.
You're
It's
all
beyond
up.
actually my comprehension to understand,
And
and
when
I
a lot of
genuinely
these are
mean that.
traveling from all over the country to come and see us at OLL and things like that, it's amazing. And I always just think you're going to be so disappointed when you meet me. You won't be
Oh
with
God,
George
mate,
because he's
yeah.
gorgeous.
No, mate, I won't stand for that.
Yeah, I will
I
because
disappoint
you're
more
the eye
people than you.
candy.
You build me up. So then they get there and they're like, oh God, look, he's got any growing hair and his eyebrows hanging out. And from this angle, he looks like a badly
No,
stored OXO cube.
no. From what I see, from standing back a bit and just seeing at the events, I see a lot of lip biting. Mm. When they walk past you, is that George? Mm.
I think that's.
Oh, I
Why
don't
does he
think so.
smell like a gone off Scotch egg?
You do have that aroma, but you're good looking.
Good from afar, far from good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I'll
yes,
kick off
go
because
on then.
I've got a lot of thanking to do. It's Captain Scarlet. Thank you, Captain, for your hard work and diligence behind the scenes. I see you've been sending through the YouTube edited videos, which I appreciate and I'll get to. Been a little bit busy and I like to pop them out at the right time. But don't
Mm,
panic, they'll go out.
yeah, he
So thank
does
you
a
and thank you
lot
for all your
behind the
hard
scenes,
work,
bless him. Yeah, he
support for
does.
OLL, the whole
Yeah.
bag of tricks, every single one of you.
Hmm.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely brilliant.
Who next?
Next up, we have, in Seb's words, Retroid, but we know him as Retro Ed.
Nah, he's got the rebrand.
Retroid.
He
The
calls himself
Retroid.
Retroid. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
on his YouTube, he should have it like the old kids show back in the day, Zigzag. Retroid. Go across the screen. That'd be amazing on his YouTube. We need that Retroid. But I hope you're very well. Thanks
He's
for your
on it.
support as
He's on
always.
it.
And I don't know if you're going to OLL, but hopefully,
We'll check it off. Captain Scarlet, OLL or no?
yeah, he's part of the team.
Retro Ed, OLL or no?
LLO, don't know.
Well, I get to thank the wonderful Carlos, the One Man George fan club. Never has a man looked more stylish, yet
Mm,
educated, and have this kind of just sexual energy behind him.
mm,
Is he OLL?
yes.
Well,
And
I'm
also,
nervous because he might take me up on all these offers.
no, I just want to talk to him about his curated Japanese import collection he's got. I'll just fall into his eyes when he
I'll
starts
be
on about.
honest with you. You have absolutely no right to even look at him, let alone talk to him about his specially curated collection. Who do you think you are?
Just because he's the one man George fan
No,
club,
not even that. Even if he was like the one man Seb fan club,
right?
that collection is so exquisite, it'd be served in high end London restaurants as art cuisine.
I quite agree, but I just want a little bit of that world for a few
You
minutes.
can't sully that with what are you going to do? Lobbing a copy of True Crime Streets of LA, and he's going to look at
I
you.
tell you one thing, don't do. Do not do with him.
What
Don't
not
you
do?
do not mention CX because he will go savage on your ass. This man imports. He imports from the best. You mentioned the CX, you're down.
I mean, we're only three in on the list, but I imagine him now, sort of.
Here we go. Buckle
You
up. If you're
you
new
did
listeners,
this.
I did
He
do
travels the
this.
world, sampling the finest retro games. He gets them brought out to him. He has to lower himself to like a Retron 5 just so he's got the flexibility. He's got a little briefcase with a screen in the top. Nice tan leather. He sits down, little coffee, gets it brought out to him, sealed, breaks the seal, sniffs the seal, sort of spins the cellophane round in his hand. He's like, 92 vintage, pops the
Licks the
game out.
contacts.
Oh, yeah. I could taste the
Mm.
ozone from the period.
He got to make sure there's no brasso been used to
Yeah, because he
pre-buff.
can taste that on his
Yeah,
tongue.
yeah.
Even though it might have been a reseal. So he's like,
He's
in the
gone,
machine.
factory brass. Factory brass.
It's been on a shelf for 30 years, literally greened up. Like, you're right,
That's like,
Carl.
that's like when you buy that cheap gold and it make your neck go green. The necklace you bought in Ibiza, he's got a green tongue.
He's got a little dribble stain of green down the side.
It's like so much brass.
This was showbiz, but it's turned into a bit of a rib. But let's
Yeah,
wind that back. That's
wind
not
it
there.
back. Wind it back. Yeah, don't forget
Yeah,
the green tongue.
forget all that. He gets it out, he blows it, and he lets the scent waft back at him, and then he can tell if the brasso's been used. Come on, he ain't sucking it, licking it, he's blowing it. Anyway, boop in the console, the Retron, bam, sip of the espresso, mighty fine JLPG, mighty fine Japanese up tote shooter. Gets it sent back. He'll take it back with him in his case. He has it sent back to his estate.
Oh yeah, God yeah. He always
I think
buys two. One to sample, one to keep. Keep it sealed. Mm,
like a cigar sort of connoisseur.
mm. You just imagine him sitting there. Bring me Fruxton.
I don't know where this skit's going, but anyway, we bring it back on track. RGT, who's next?
Yes, next up we have from Tramp to Trump in a
Oh,
week.
absolutely.
We have the amazing firm returns and OLL.
Yay or nay?
Yay. Mm, yay. Yeah.
Okay, up next. Trestles, New York. Ask me, RGT.
OLL. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Mm, it's a long way to bring
RGT.
chicken wings.
Silverhook electrical contact cleaner. Available in all good discount stores now. OLL. No. Shit.
OLL? Nay or
Thank you.
yay?
Yay.
Why, you're just taking that tin?
The one thing I pack is this,
And I
and I'll
bet you,
forget it.
all the things on our table, right? I bet you'll have that on the table, and you'll have just someone go past and go, "Oh, he's a man with high taste. Silverhook, nice."
You know one. Carlos uses this.
Use that as deodorant.
What the frick? Anyway, who's next?
Next up, you don't,
Don't
Carlos.
do
I'm
that.
sorry.
Do not do that.
No, don't do that with contact cleaner.
Although
Um,
I reckon some of the OBO bashes I've had over the time have been probably less carcinogenic or more carcinogenic for your armpits than Silverhook.
I would imagine so. Yeah, some of the ones you used to get off the market.
Yes,
Hmm. Oh, that stings.
99% aluminium salts and
Yeah, one
lagging.
1% scent.
Asbestos lagging. That'll stop you sweating, boy. Yeah, you're right. It will.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
dead.
stop you breathing and all. Um, next up we have the wonderful roast space monk. Nearly got that wrong. The Dreamcast
I see
connoisseur.
him as a datum for the show, like a
Mm,
measure. Have we gone too far? Do we need to rein it in? Do we need
mm,
to get back to hardcore content? And I had a moment when I looked at the roast space bunk barometer
hmm
and I thought, we need to rein it back in.
mm,
You do.
me.
You.
Wow.
Mm.
Mm, that's a bit kettle pot black. But thank you, roast space monk.
You can't say that.
Well,
Don't make me say it on air. Up next, a man I love, like a man should love a woman. He's my Mio Dio, as far as I'm concerned. It's about a Binkster. Now, hang on, rewind. Roast Space Monk, OLL.
hmm Oh, sorry. You need to say it properly.
Yay or nay?
I believe it's a nay because there's a
Oh,
very long way to go.
I know, but he has been such a support, right?
I might be wrong with that, but if I am, sorry. But
If he
I think
turns
so.
up, phew, raise the roof off the place.
I hope
Bada
he does.
Binkster, I mean, I know the answer, but OLL, yay or nay?
Yay!
We knew it.
Yeah, you'll be raving
Okay.
away.
Oh, Stammy Bernie. Bada Binkster, Stammy Bernie.
Tingle tuner.
Oh,
OLL? Yay or nay?
yay.
Yay! I think so, yeah. I think he is, actually. I've no questioning myself.
Mate, if he's coming to OLL, we'll just dress him up as me. Put him in a t-shirt and I'll walk around looking at games. Do a lot for the show.
That will, actually.
We will.
Yeah, that'll pull us out of a slump.
I don't know who's next. I don't really care. Not as in, I mean, as in whose go is it next? So I'm going to take DM, I think.
hmm
Abruptly from behind, I think are the operating instructions on his label.
I
But I
can
tell you
imagine pulling
what,
his label out and it's got upright instructions, turn on abruptly from behind.
what an absolute legend though. He's been absolute trooper. He's been digging out like a trapped diamond miner. He's only got one place to go and it's up. And
hmm
he's had a lot on, but he's going to be OLL, yay or nay?
Oh, he's part of the team. Yay.
Yay. Okay. Right. Up next, RGT.
Bored. Border. We have
Mm.
seen. We have seen physical evidence of a Floss 360. I sent you the image. The
Oh,
guy's
mate.
nailed the trick. And he went, sent it to me, and he went, "You give George this bad boy because a Floss 360 is now in my skating vocab." I'm pulling this trick
I'll
all
be
over the
honest with you,
place.
I didn't quite know what to do with the picture because he looked like he was under duress.
No, he'd been trying to bust that trick all afternoon. There was a lot of
Did
chafing
you
going on.
take the picture or did he get his partner?
Oh no, I took it. I was there coaching him all afternoon. I mean, there was bits bouncing about all over
Which
the
is
place.
real? Did you take the picture, yay or nay?
Yeah, I was coaching him all afternoon. I caught
No,
that
you
picture
had him
too
under
late because he wasn't
duress. His
airborne.
eyes looked to me like I feel uncomfortable.
No, he's never uncomfortable on a board. I know he was half naked, but
That
he's
was.
never uncomfortable on a board. It's just that when you're flossing a dry towel, because he wasn't wet, so when you're flossing a dry towel, it does tend to chase. He was sore for a few days, but he pulled that trick off.
He had a look of severe intensity, which I obviously misread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apologies.
No, he was just zoned in. He was locked in on that floss 360.
I mean,
But
should we show this?
I will consult him because it's an exposing trick. Um, I mean, you ought to see it when it's in full flow. I mean, you have to be careful. I don't get my glasses smashed off because there's a lot of things flying about before he gets that towel
It's
in
one of
place.
the most insane. This is me talking. This is
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
This is one of the most insane images I've ever seen in a while.
yeah, yeah. But he's up for the challenge and smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.
And when you first said it to me, I even said to you, I do not know.
You ought to see
I
you ought to
don't
see
know
the
how to
faces of everyone
process
at the skate
this.
park when he come out in the bowl doing that.
Oh, mate, we need to show that picture so people know what we're talking about.
We'll have to censor it a bit. But yes, bald border. OLL, yay or nay?
Yay or nay? Yay.
Yay.
Ugh.
And his lovely partner Anna. Yay.
Bloke.
If he comes in skating in OLL like that,
He,
zoom,
he
zooms up the
can't
table.
be arrested. Some overweight dude with an inhaler with high vis vest saying security would take his legs out within 2 yards of getting in the building.
You just talk to someone and a towel lands on your head.
Hopefully, fold it in half. Was it the middle bit of the towel? Yeah, smell it. Oh,
Yeah. How many of them
oh.
tricks you pulled off today, son?
Well, that's me trick towel. I'll never wash it. It's unlucky. Oh.
Anyway, who we got next?
Under the wire of the Norfolk border crawls a man who sets himself up in what he calls the crow's nest. He's found. He's not attending OLL. Let me officially put that statement out there.
Hmm.
He's not officially attending OLL in any capacity,
Mm.
but he's got himself a perch spot.
So, what are you going to be in there? Just see a little red light. Just go,
Yeah, pretty
and you just.
much. He's my enforcer.
Pew!
So if you start
Yeah.
giving me a little bit of something, I'm going to say just look down and you'll just see that little red dot on your chest and you'll be like, oh, where is he?
And then that'll just sort of glint in your eyes so you can't quite see.
Where
Just
is
to give
he?
you, yeah, where is he?
He's
Yeah.
already gone.
And then my phone would go beep beep voice message. RGT, going Brian. Beep boop.
RGT, I've stitched DM's operating instructions in your back of your t-shirt and you didn't even know I was there.
Yeah, going Brian.
Abruptly from behind.
Anyway, next up we have your wonderful red-headed stepson. It is
What's he been
Ginge.
doing?
Ginge?
Hang on, is he OLL or yay or nay?
I'm not sure. I think it's a nay, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It could be a yay or nay. I'm not sure. I'm sitting on the fence a
It's
bit.
too late. It's too late to say. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Why did I care? Don't bother trying to find me. I'm not there. Oh, Ginger, I'm sorry about the birthday presents, about the Christmas when I messed up your hair. Uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
welcome to all the new listeners for from
They're in now. They've been ingratiated. They've had their duck taken, haven't they?
They certainly have. But yes, thank you as always, Ginge.
Thank you, son.
Absolutely brilliant.
Who's next? It's me,
Phew.
Harvey Retro. He's got a theme tune. If he was an 80s cartoon TV character, he'd be like Jamie and his magic torch,
Ooh,
except on
Jamie,
theme, it'd be Harvey, Harvey,
Harvey.
Harvey and his magic monocle. Harvey, Harvey, get the wrong side of him lasered in two. Da 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 da.
Sort of a spin-off horror version of the Magic
Yeah, but
Torch.
done in like a really kid-friendly way.
What, lasering people in half?
I know, but just rainbows come out of them or something.
Fine.
Like a Care Bear stare. It's a Care Bear laser stare through his monocled eye. Harvey Retro.
Going to be seeing some weird AI images coming up this week on the Discord.
Did
Thank
someone
you.
put up one of his lasers?
I don't think so, but I think you've just lit the spark paper there with the Care Bear laser stare.
Okay.
Gonna happen. It's gonna
Bit of
happen.
new law for the boy.
Yes,
Uh,
but thank you, Harvey, as always. Oh,
thank you, sir.
Harvey Retro, OLL, yay or nay?
Um, I think because it's a daytime event and he's Lord of Darkness, it's a nay.
Ah, he can't come out in the sunlight.
He can, he just doesn't want to.
Fair enough.
Because then he can't enjoy the night as much. And to be
Fair
fair,
play.
he likes the Norwich night scene
Right.
and doesn't want to blow it in the day. So
Okay.
he'll be up till like 4 in the morning in some sort of gothic bar drinking blood, while we're fast asleep in a travel lodge, face down in our pillows, probably with a couple of little bite marks on our neck because he slipped in and had a little nibble.
Problem is now, whenever you speak about vampires, I always think of you when that game come out. And they spelt it differently. You used to always go, "Who's been playing Vampire?" Exasperate.
Vampiru.
Oh, brilliant! But yes, thank you, Harvey.
Thank you, sir. How
Next,
much law there? A lot of extra law. Extra,
loads.
extra law.
Next up, we have the wonderful Emma Sharp.
OLL, yay or nay?
I think it's a nay. I think she's working,
Promoting the show?
but I will check. Oh, every day.
Okay,
So
right.
thank you, Emma, as always.
Here's a man, a myth, a legend.
Mm,
He rides a Zeppelin, but it ain't the Graf Spey or whatever it was. No, he's got his own one that he's made out of
mm,
rummage and wreckage found from decaying society. And
yeah.
within that, he has a little house. And in there, in his quiet, private time, he listens to exclusively chosen by him episodes of the UCP. He
Mhm.
consumes them like food. They sustain his mortal coil. He likes a flashy bee in the morning. He likes a classic UCP for breakfast, for midday meal, and then at night time he wants the latest and greatest show.
Wow. I didn't know that's how he dined on us.
Oh, he's rabid. Who's next? Thanks,
You didn't
Greg.
say, yeah, thanks, Greg, nowhere near Berlin. You didn't actually say.
I thought they paid. No, they don't pay. I thought that their perk was the story.
Yeah, and who they are. With your name read out,
I get very excited.
you do get
I
excited
think
and you lose
anyone
your
who's
way a
known
bit.
me from the start would know that I've been on a very slow but inevitable, what feels like cognitive decline.
I don't think so. I think you're more like you sort of turn into this kid just absolutely demolished the sherbet fountain and now you're just getting the high from it. That's what I see. And as the show go on, you just get more random and excited. And sometimes you just have to go, whoa, George, simmer down a bit, fella.
You see,
Let's just.
OG Tom would do that as well. But then sometimes he would sort of boost it up.
I do occasionally accidentally sort of get on that sherbet high with you, and then I sort of step back, and you just go off on this fantastical journey that, yeah,
Yeah, and then you
unbelievable.
make me back. You make me feel bad because you're like, oh, that's a bit immature, and it's like, oh,
Mm. But I enjoy that.
I
I
see
like,
you get off on it. Yeah,
yeah, I do. I like building you up and then just pulling you back down, just like a
why?
father figure.
So gross.
Anyway,
Uh, you got to do the next one.
yes, I have.
What's the operating instructions and the T-shirt say of this next one?
Don't wash over 40 degrees and be kind.
Handle with care.
Handle with care. It's Mumsy. Thank you as always, Mumsy.
Drip
OLL,
dry.
yay or nay?
Drip dry. Mumsy. Is she coming?
What to OLL?
Yeah, yeah.
I think she might be, yeah.
Yay.
She's going to sort of involve it in a whole day. So she's going to do the weekly shop, pop in at OLL, give us a pack up, head down the pound
One of
lane,
them cheap
home.
triangle lollies.
Yeah,
Sun
yeah.
Jolly.
Sunshine. Yeah, the ones that look like an optical illusion when you turn them back. They're a triangle on every angle.
Built, designed to literally fire out of a kid's hand and land in the nearest part of grit.
Yeah,
I want another one. Plenty of
yeah.
these things. I
No
know they're
stick because your
cheap, but
hands freezing all the time.
you could have had a Magnum for this price.
It's sun jolly. um, yeah. So thanks, you mumsy. Who's we got next?
Powering out of the back closet like nobody else in what can only be described as a motorbike and sidecar, compowering the RGT fan club. Every single last member of them.
Looks like Hagrid and Harry.
I was going down Wallace and Gromit because I thought it liked the slightly less offensive, but then I would be accusing,
Yeah.
yeah, Pete Brocklehurst, you know, oh, RGT fan club, yeah or nay?
Uh, nay. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Other boys pretty engaged. Unfortunately, they were a yay, but they're now a nay.
I know
Unfortunately.
there's off-air reasons, but the on-air in-line story of
Yeah,
the RGT fan club not coming to your life.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's disappointing. There is genuine reasons for that, but yes, yeah, it's just
Only
disappointing.
stick to the in-script story law reasons.
I
Why
know.
are they not coming to your one
The
live
the
event?
motorbikes broke down. The sidecar's got a flat. So you'll have to wait
They
to
live
see
next
Hagrid and
door.
Harry another time. He's gone. So I'll Phil for a little while. Next up, we have Pete Brocklehurst. Pete Brocklehurst, I believe, is a nay, but he's a
Yeah,
very
he's
elusive
coming.
man.
He's
Is he?
coming. Yeah, he
Will we
texted
know
me
him?
last night. He said, "You know what? I'm not on Discord or nothing, but just to let you know, I'll come." I
Oh,
said,
wow.
"Oh, that's great, Peter. Thank you."
I'll keep an eye out for you then, Pete. Thank you very much. But he's gone again, so we'll go straight on to Billy Marmite. Now, is Billy Marmite a yay or is he a nay at OLL?
He's a yay.
He's a yay, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my God. How will we know Billy?
Well, you'll either love him or hate him, won't you?
Oh, but yes, Pete and Billy, thank you very much as always for your
Oh my
support.
God.
And
After all the hype as well.
come on then. What of what are you going to do for your Zangief? I want an OLL Zangief this week.
Oh, mate. It hurts me because, like,
Oh God, he's gone. I think I'm going to have to finish the show here. He's completely gone.
oh, okay. So you do it, and then I'll tell you what. In fact, they will do it differently. Do a
I
Zangief in the
think you're
style
doing
of
it because I've just
finding
done the
out.
last four, so I think you're doing the
Okay,
Zangief.
okay. I'm gonna do the Zangief in the style of you
Oh God,
finding out that you thought that your fan club was coming, then finding out they weren't coming.
thank
Okay.
you, thank you.
Or do you want me to do something and then you guess? Because
No,
if
go
I
on,
do
do it.
something,
I'll
it's
just
going to be that.
no. You've talked it up now. I want to hear this.
Okay. That, that, oh, Keith. Oh.
That is quite cute, actually. That was a Kevin and Perry Zangief.
What was that?
Well, I know what that was. That was the RGT fan club not turning up. I
That
know.
fat, Keith.
But thank you for that, Zangief,
Keith.
as always. But thanks everyone as well, sub supporters, all of you,
Thank
absolutely
you.
brilliant.
We wouldn't be able
Really
to do this
appreciate it.
drivel on a weekly basis if it wasn't for you. And hopefully
No,
you don't find it drivel.
no,
Um,
no, exactly. No.
where's
So
that take us from here? Where do we go from here?
I think we go on what we're hoping to play, young man.
Well, okay, what are you hoping to play?
I think Infamous 2 is going to get a right kicking once we get back from OLL. And then,
Hang on. On your way to and from
mhm,
OLL, you
yeah,
will be driven.
God, yeah.
Who's driving?
I have a chauffeur picking me up on Friday, and I have a different chauffeur picking me up on the Saturday. So
Are you gaming on the way up in the back seat?
without doubt,
You have, I don't know who's picking you up, but whatever you do, you have to get in the back seat, sit down, and just
hmm
get the console out and not talk. And if they look at you, you have to scream.
you know that's how I roll anyway.
Dude, if you let me down on this, I'll be furious.
I will be full scream mode. If I even hear an indicator too loud, someone's getting hurt.
Please, just even for 5 minutes, just do that. Oh,
You get
baby.
in a car. Oh, hello, RGT. Sorry. I forgot. I forgot.
Just get your console out.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
Grief.
Food, drink,
Zangief.
McDonald's.
Zangief.
But yes, but I'll also be playing. I didn't actually add in the thing. I've played a couple of hidden
Oh,
gem.
Zangief OLL. Yay or nay?
I think a nay. I think he's too far away and working, I would imagine. Um,
We'll
yes,
let that happen this time.
we'll see. But I have been playing actually a few hidden gem contenders on older systems this week, and I've got another one on a more modern
What's
systems
the
to play.
oldest system that you've got this hidden gem on?
I play well. There was a PS5 one, so that's not that old. But the other one I was playing was PS1. Played a PS1 game for hidden
Bl-
gem.
Bloody
So
hell.
I'm writing that up. I got to write the
If
PS5
I
one up.
did a hidden gem one week, would you do the boon?
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Yeah.
How would you rewrite it to incorporate it for me though?
Oh, you'd wait. I'd have a back and band behind me,
Georgie boy, yeah.
brass section. Suddenly we got into Johnny Briggs. Um, but yes, and I've also got a hidden gem of just.
Johnny Briggs. Where's Razzle? The only kid. I think his dog was named Razzle.
Yeah, I think it was. And I think it's the only time I've ever been to a wedding where someone's quoted a show of Johnny Briggs.
Was that me?
That was you. Yep. So yes, he is like this outside of the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
The
cake with
cake
the
and the toothpaste.
toothpaste. Yeah.
An image that I'd forgotten out of my whole mind for 30 years until you went, sort of Johnny Briggs and the toothpaste cake. And that just went straight back in my head.
Boom, you saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I was just like, I forgot that even happened in Johnny Briggs. Now I have the whole scene in my head. How have you got that logged in there somewhere?
Oh, I live and breathe it all the time.
But anyway,
Anytime I
yes.
see a cut cake, Johnny Briggs.
But I have got another game to play, which I think is going to be a hidden gem. So I'm going to start that while I'm away at the hotel for OLL. So it's yeah. So I'm trying to get
Wow.
ahead with my hidden gem. So
Right. Okay. Well, I've got a hidden gem.
have you?
Hmm.
What's that?
Do you want to do it now?
Georgie boy, yeah. He's like the Lone Ranger.
Oh.
He's riding on down,
Oh.
bringing hidden gems to me. Yeah.
Do you want to play the guessing game?
Go on then. I hate this is actually a hidden gem, or you've just got me to sing the song because you want that fool of me.
Oh, I don't want to make a fool of you at all.
You've got a hidden gem, have you? Right.
Yeah.
Console. PS2, no doubt.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit of an eye in as well. Saturn, but MS-DOS. But the one we're using is PlayStation 1.
What genre?
Business tycoon simulator.
Business Tycoon Simulator. So is it something like Zoo Tycoon or something like that's too obvious, isn't it? Like 2 Point Hospital or something like that.
Do you want the year?
Go on then.
1997.
Ooh, Business Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
Be something like hotel or
Close. Think of the things that I'm into. Do you want to know the
I can't
publisher?
say them on air.
No,
Um,
apart from that.
oh right. Go on, give us a publisher.
Microprose.
Oh, really? On
Yeah.
the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Microprose.
Yeah.
That threw me a bit.
Yeah.
If you'd have said the Amiga, I'd have been all over it. But Microprose Business Simulator. Hmm. So is that not a holiday park, theme park?
Do you want one more?
Go on in, one more.
Designed by a guy called Chris Sawyer.
Hmm. I feel like I should know this.
You ready?
Go on in, tell us.
Transport Tycoon.
Ah, never played it, but I do know that
So
game.
you get an isometric grid map. It's like an evolution of his Railroad Tycoon games. I've been saving this for a while. I'm a little bit disappointed that the singing was off piece, but yeah,
I put my heart and soul into that.
Rome wasn't built in a day. He certainly put one of your rolls into it, mate.
Oh wow.
I think it
Okay.
was your soul.
Hmm. Anyway, thanks for listening to the show. We'll have a
Finish it.
pleasure to speak to you next week.
No, I appreciate the singing. It feels weird being on the other end of it. I have to admit that seeing as you were the victim of my singing for the last, I don't know how long now, 3 years maybe.
Hmm.
I feel like you've done well. You've done really well.
You've
Anyway,
improved.
Transport Tycoon, isometric 3D game where you get to control the evolution of transport from the early days all the way through. So you can control ships, planes, trains, buses, and trucks. And it's one of those sort of great games. It starts quite small, you build a little link between a city and a town, and then you can either do that with a train or a road. Then those towns start to develop, they require more services, factories might develop, so they might need woods, then you can build a road or a train or a waterway between a wood plant and there. Obviously, passengers and mail start to develop as the century rolls on. And the vehicles upgrade and get more efficient, and there's different ways of like the different trains, obviously steam, diesel, blah blah blah. All in all, though, presented in almost like OG roller coaster tycoon style, with the
Hmm.
control of the buttons and the deformation of the land. It's £15 from CEX for this on PlayStation. I should imagine on MS-DOS it's pennies or abandonware.
See that's weird as well because they don't take many PlayStation games unless they're classed as sort of classics or really good games. So obviously, it must be a good game for them to stock it.
In fact, I've just PC it's 5 from CEX, if that's a measure. I can't find a listing there for, and they've got Transport Tycoon Mint at 20. So I still think it's a good price
Hmm.
for a game that could give you hours of fun.
Hmm.
Like I say, I've got a soft spot for them, but it's nice that that kind of Microprose logo as well found its way into the era
Hmm.
of the
I've always been
PlayStation
interested
1.
in the railway one, especially of late. I keep thinking, I might get into that.
Railroad Tycoon.
Yeah.
I've got that. I've got that. I've got it on Dreamcast. I've had it on PC back in the day. I actually rate Transport over that.
Oh, okay.
And I
Now
got,
you
I
say that,
decide
I think I might have the Dreamcast version of that.
Railroad Tycoon 2, I think it is. Might have a guy
Hmm.
on the front doing that with
I'll
a
have to check.
train. I
I
can't
might be
remember. That
wrong. I
might be the
might be wrong with
printout.
it.
Definitely a train on a white background.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have that. Oh, might be giving something to play on the Dreamcast.
Hmm.
Oh, what did you find?
Don't know something about a train track,
Oh,
apparently.
um,
Um,
oh,
well,
brilliant
there's
one
my
though.
hidden gem.
Thank you very much.
Um, you've done what you're hoping to play, which is a bit of
Yes. What you
Infamous in
hope
the
to play?
car.
Yep.
Probably a little bit of me and Rachel play something on the Switch maybe over the OLL weekend. Probably a bit more Clair Obscure. Um, Still want to get back into maybe a bit more farming simulator. I quite enjoyed that lately back on the PlayStation. Um, Other than that, I'm keeping my options open, player. Bit of Ken, a little bit of Easy Delivery Co.
Mm,
I keep seeing all these Switch 2 upgrades for like 7.99 and grabbing them when I see them with the Switch 1 games. You get updates and bits and bobs.
mm,
I can't remember the last one I saw the other day. I was like, yeah, I'm grabbing that.
mm.
Um,
Don't
Switch
forget
2's
you've got
been a
your
bit
boost
on.
mode as well, haven't you? So don't forget.
Yeah, I mean that I've put some games through boost mode lately, Switch 1 games, and been like, it's not it,
It's handheld that makes the difference.
yeah, 100%, but it's not like sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. It's not a given that it's gonna, I don't, in my mind, I was expecting to turn it on and be like, oh yeah, got a whole new game here.
If you put a game in, if you're putting a Switch original Switch game in, turn your boost mode off, play it for a couple of minutes, then put your boost mode in, and then you'll see a bit of some are more than others.
Yeah, I think that's my point. Like some don't seem to give you the same mileage back as some look
Mm,
like, wow, bloody hell, maybe I have got like almost a new
yeah.
game here, and then some are a bit like, I think the one that made me most disappointed was like Witcher 3. I honestly thought, oh, this is going to be perfect now.
Yeah, I think it's more these sort of Nintendo games are sort of aimed at. I think these first party games, they're colourful, but they just need that res pop on a Switch 2 that it can give that the
Yeah.
Switch 1 didn't. You know, like when I played a demo of Mario
Oh,
Strikers,
you said that was a good example. Yeah.
and then you sort of look at the characters and suddenly they're all clean and that's bright and crisp, and you think, that's decent. That's decent.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah, so I'll fiddle around with the handhelds no doubt this week. It's been a bit busy. I'm
yeah.
a bit kind of like blurry-eyed. I've had some outdoor garden activities to do, and sometimes we have to remember that we have lives.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
As much as we love gaming and we
yeah,
give you an episode every week, we do have lives. RGT's been very busy sorting OLL, done an absolutely incredible job. And thanks to everyone that's helped set the stall up. And it was great to see you.
yeah. Hmm.
But proper thanks next week.
Yeah.
RGT, is that it? Is that all we have time for? Or is there anything else you want to
No, I
deposit?
think I think we're about there. Like I say, I'm looking forward. I know we've sort of been talking about it in the past tense and current tense, but yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone, people I haven't met before who are coming down to see us. It's going to be good.
100%. That will be the most
Going to have a
exciting
good day.
part.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be great to meet Dominic Diamond. You know, a bit of a hero of us Games Master generation. So it's going to
Will
be
we
good.
meet him or will we be kept at arm's length?
Depends who goes to him first. I think I might be all right, but when you come in looking a bit odd, waving around silver contact cleaner, you might be held back. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, look forward to the show. Thanks to John as always for
Hmm.
bringing OLL back and his team. They always put a massive show on, and they do a wonderful job. Wouldn't even know where to start with a Games Expo. So thanks to John and his team, and looking forward to seeing you all and having a great day. So I think that's about it, really. Thanks everyone for listening, downloading. Don't
Thank you.
forget,
Keep it going.
like,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe, please.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, with that said and done, it's all we have time for this week. Listeners, always thank you for your time. We'll look forward to the pleasure of speaking to you again next week. Until then, happy gaming. And remember, there's nothing wrong with being given an official controller. It's what you do with it that counts. See everyone. See you, RGT.
Laters.